To look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. His first carry. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 31. Check 31. Wide. Get wide. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Check. Lucky.
They run with Hines, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Hines. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
And the Colts first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47.
Switch. 49. Check 49.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You can't block me.
Now a give right side. Hines. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 39.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
44's Mike. Check. Let's get off the field, G. Bobo's the Mike. Mike's Bobo. You.
Now Brissett on 4th down. And he's got his man Hilton. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Attack!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Colts 14, Chiefs nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
26 Mike. Get that quarterback.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
26 Mike.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Corey Vedvik now set to punt. Back deep, Antonio Brown. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the twist. 44, Mike.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check 52.
Here's Hines. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On third down, Hines. And it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Check, check. Check.
Fournette, a first down carry. They find some open field here. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it, first and goal to go. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. On the stop, Breeland Speaks. On second down now, it's Hines. And some room to work. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
26 Mike.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Now the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Now here's Mahomes. That's out to his running back, Fournette. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Check 4, check. Sunday.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Space to maneuver it. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and the Colts pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
44's the mic, 44's mic. Check. Let's go, Abby. Let's go.
Play fake, Brissett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Hill on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But it's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Mahomes. Got an open man, it's Pringle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. He finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes buying time to his left. It's Hill, complete. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Mahomes firing complete, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Down these two. Attack! Check 9. Check 15. Check 15.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Throwing now is Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Brissett. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. So after the INT, here's Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The lone 2nd remains now in this 3rd quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trailed big here to begin. And he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from you.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's got room. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 30-yard line. Brissett sets to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Kill. Hey, turn it out. Alert 3.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
53, Mike.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Brissett now. And he's got his man Hilton. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow. 6 man. Check curls. Watch out. Hey, 43, 15.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Fournette. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. To the right side, it's Kelsey.
It's a gain of 18. First and 10.
Mahomes now on first down. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him, because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult, because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Partner, I think the thing I'm going to take away from this game is that ending. Still hard to believe they score on the final play, and then for some salt on the wound, they go for 2 just to widen the margin.
Not to mention, they already had the lead when they scored on the final play. So I don't know if everyone on the team is a fantasy football player, and they're like, hey, get more points for our guys. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe a coach is looking ahead and saying, you know something, the more points we have might be the tiebreaker. But, boy, what a way to finish it.
So for the Colts, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far, and they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.